What's up, everybody? This is Swerve Roundtable. I am Corey.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Eric.
And I am optional.
And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be talking about different topics. And for today's episode, we're going to be doing top 3 maps in Call of Duty history. Now, these might not be top, like, the best or, like, community favorites, but they're personal favorites, things that we like to play and like to use. So let's start off with the maps. And let's go to optional first. What is one of your top 3 maps?
The Mystery Man.
Probably my favorite would probably have to be Estate from Modern Warfare 2. It just had a lot going on, like a lot, especially with the story background to it. Like it's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm starting with my favorite. It was pretty good, and just like so many routes you could take. You had but like everyone knew where the main battlefield was. It was the house. So
Yeah, I
it was
feel
just
like
annoying when you got. Feel like what?
I dropped my first nuke there. It was pretty lit.
Yeah, I just feel like Estate was like really one-sided. Like it was like the house and then nothing, because nobody cared about back B Dom. Nobody cared about that little building down by C. It's like that map was just the house, and I feel like you could cut the rest of the map completely, and it'd still be a good map with just the house.
There were always freaking snipers right by the boathouse, like looking towards the house, so you'd always get sniped. That was annoying.
Yeah, and then there was all those guys down at the bottom, at the I guess the other boathouse or whatever, were by the electrical area. There was always snipers there. Always made it a little challenging to leave the house.
Yeah, I feel like it was a nice looking map, which was good. It looked nice. It was fun to play on, and I guess that's
The reason it was
map.
The reason it was probably one of my favorites is because of like the custom games on it, like the Cops and Robbers back in the old days, and everything.
Oh,
and Mike
dude, I
Myers
remember
and everything.
those.
I don't know if
That-
I ever
that's what
played
made it
those.
real fun.
I played
Michael
Mike
Myers.
Myers, but I don't remember.
Yeah, Mike Myers
Cops
is
and
really
Robbers.
fun.
Me and Optional
played that
always used to
sometimes.
freaking play those. We used to play with each other, and I don't even remember who we used to play with. It was like Little Black Belt. You remember him?
Yeah, him and my cousin. Yeah, we played with them a lot. But yeah, that's probably my number one
Little Black
back
Belt?
in the day. Although
Yeah,
Modern Warfare
his
2 is
name
my
was Little
first Call
Black
of
That
Duty.
sounds like
so
a riot.
Let's move on. Eric, what's your one of your top 3 maps?
Wait, are we going number 1s first or number 3s first?
I'm gonna start with 3 personally.
Yeah, let's go 3.
your pick. Oh, I did
Okay,
one pick, but okay.
My number 3 from COD Ghosts, Octane.
I was thinking about
I
putting that on my
loved Octane.
list.
What about
Yes,
it?
see, like Octane had like it was just perfect. It was balanced. It was one of the few maps on that game that was really good because in competitive it fit all 3 game types: Dom, Blitz, S&D, and I just love all the competitive maps. I don't know.
It definitely did. It was even sided because there was multiple places to hide on each side, and it also made it a challenge to cross through the mid map.
They had dueling buildings
that
on
was
either
nice.
side.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
had
mid-
the
top
tank in the middle,
broken.
right?
Yeah.
Hotel, and then the other one, I forget what it's called.
Mid on that
Strip club too.
Yeah, mid on that map was kind of a no man's land. I feel like you get picked from like top pawn every time you try to go through mid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It
love
was
the
a
movement
gas
in
station
Ghosts.
bluff on you.
Yeah.
I love the movement in Ghosts, like the unlimited sprint and the sliding and shit, so you can just like quickly get from like spot to spot and try to dodge everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
It
definitely.
was,
That
it was
doesn't
very
make it
like
worth it.
it was very like pick heavy and like you can watch the cross pretty easily. I like those kinds of maps.
Yeah, and it was the last game before
I
these
like how
X
the one
before
bomb
the
set was like
X
in the spawn,
All right,
or,
Kyle.
like to the right though. It was lit.
Let's hear about one of your 3 maps.
Okay. I'm gonna go with, this is my number 3 map, and it's gonna be Modern Warfare 3, because I love that game. Mission.
Mission. I forgot about Mission.
You guys
That was a
remember
good
Mission?
I never played
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 3, so I'm gonna leave this up to you 3.
Not a
That-
mission guy.
Aw,
Not a mission
dude.
guy.
That could get really hectic. I don't
loved
know if I
Mission.
liked it too much, but it wasn't bad. So that's good.
I was really good at it. That's the thing. Like, when you run up, you know what I'm talking about, like the left side. If
Yeah.
you're down in the pit, and you can run up the left side and just work that side the entire time, you get huge like kill streaks.
I
And
feel
then you
like
can
the
also
only way to get
nade
kills
into
on
the
that
center.
map, though, is to be in the middle. Like I just remember always
No.
being in the middle where that bomb site was.
hmm
Not
Where the
little
car
alley,
is.
like, right next to it. I feel like that's where
Yeah, I know what you're
everything
talking about.
happened.
I would always stay off to the side and then end up. I got a Moab on that map. I remember. By just working on the side, and it was a support Moab too. It was my second support Moab. And then
Shit.
on the far right, there's like all these snipers. That was just a shit show. But the left, it's a good stuff.
Yeah, I feel like that was a pretty good map. All right, so I'm
Decent.
gonna go through all 3 of mine, and we'll talk about those
Oh, shit.
in order.
Why are you going through all
Come on,
3?
Mike.
You want
So,
gonna flip the script?
And then we'll do 2 of Ops, 2 of Eric's, and 2 of Kyle's. We'll just make it. We'll go along here.
Okay, all right. I feel you.
My first
I
and
feel
at number
the
3,
beat.
and this is gonna be a popular pick, but an unpopular pick at the same time, was Terminal.
Terminal was number 1.
That was a good one too.
Which
it's number
terminal
3.
though?
Terminal was
Modern
number
Warfare
3.
2 or Modern Warfare,
Modern Warfare
or the
2.
new one?
Modern Warfare 2 Terminal, mostly because
The
it was the first
original.
map I ever played on a Call of Duty game. Was
Same
Terminal.
for me. That actually was my first
And,
Xbox Live map I played.
Exactly. I love Terminal. I love the way it plays. I love shooting from the plane. I love shooting into the plane. I just think it's a well-balanced map with a lot of good aesthetics, which is what makes it
It was
good.
very
It's
good
fun
for
to play
Surge
on.
because how they put the bomb right inside the thing. Except it had a lot of like cheap hiding spots behind all the seats and everything.
I feel
wasn't
like
a
that
fan
was
of,
like in the entirety of MW2, just a bunch of places to sit. You see, like
Yeah.
there's so many camping spots and little nooks and crannies all over every single map.
Yeah, Modern
That's-
Warfare 2
that's
one of the
was
reasons
I don't like
real
Terminal.
campy.
I remember everyone
Modern
going into
Warfare
the
2.
private matches to try and get outside the map so they could do it in live
Yeah,
matches.
dude.
Or jump on
Yeah,
the
that's
Up in that
plane
one
wing.
corner.
You should try
Yeah,
and jump
that
on the
was-
plane wing. If you ran up the chute and jump left, you could jump on the
Yeah,
plane
I
wing.
remember on Infection,
Yeah.
people would try to do that for the MW3 version.
Yeah.
I was trying my hardest to do that. I did it like once.
I'm sticking
I
with
played
Modern
Terrorist
Warfare
on
2.
that game too.
I'm sticking with Modern Warfare 2 for my second map. And I know Eric's gonna say he hates this map, but Afghan.
That's
Oh,
trash.
I love Afghan.
Afghan.
I
I hated
that
that
Except for the
map
noob
so
tube at
much.
the beginning. The
It was
noob tube
such
at the
a
beginning.
it was such a really good map for streaks, and it
It was
played
too
well. It was fun to
open.
play on. It was very open, which is why streaks went off on that map. Like you got your Harrier, and you were almost guaranteed to nuke.
Yeah, but that's not fair though, because like you get a Harrier and like, well, actually, speaking of Harriers, can we stop for a second? Speaking of Harriers, how cheap they were.
Yeah, Harriers are kind of bullshit.
How you just stood still and it couldn't kill you.
Oh, well, that was great. I used to do that all the time.
Like
Never
that
worked
was
for me.
definitely a huge oversight. It always worked for me. It was funny.
Also, with Afghan, for me,
it's
it
not
was
a
the
fan.
The map's also really ugly. Like it's not good looking. I don't know. I just feel like I can't like see anything on that map.
I love
And
the
the constant
javelin
cliff
spots.
jumping onto the
Afghanistan.
airplane.
My javelin spots were awesome on that map. Like you could stand bottom of like A spawn and look up the rocks
javelin.
to C spawn, and you could destroy people with the javelin.
That's what
I was-
MW2 was, really. It was just like an explosion in your spawn at the beginning, whether it be a javelin or a noob tube, and then people camping in some weird ass spots.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty much what
that's
it
There were a
was.
lot of
MW2
weird spots you had
consisted
up
of.
on. Yeah, that little ledge you could camp on. There was like a piece of the plane you could hide in, like the third piece that no one
Yeah.
really ever checked.
Yeah, that was,
wasn't-
I think
eh.
it was a good map all around.
And then you have that corn row. I just don't know. I just wasn't a fan of it.
It wasn't amazing.
that
It's
map is,
definitely not one of the
synonymous-
best maps.
That and high rise are
Too much
synonymous
ISIS
with
country.
trick shotting. Too much ISIS country.
All right, so I'm gonna move on to my number 1 map, which might overlap on some of your lists, but it is Raid from Black Ops 2.
That's the obvious choice.
I
Yeah.
never played Black Ops 2, so
It-
again,
I
you
don't even
three.
remember Raid.
Raid is such a great competitive map. Like every game mode on that map was amazing. Cap the Flag was so fun to play on that map because like rallying flags through the middle and around the pool, and you could run on that little ledge that was on the pool, but you could fall off the map at the same time. We have so many
hard
good
point was
memories on Raid.
perfect on that map.
Wait, was Raid the
Yeah.
one that was like in Hollywood?
Yeah, with the basketball court.
Oh, okay.
Had
yeah,
people
I know
in
what
the
you're talking about.
garage.
That was really fun.
That was such a great map to
Zigzag,
play.
all that.
It had all the lanes and like
Top
how
laundry.
you could see the top statue from the pool with a sniper. Like that, just S&D on
Yeah.
that map played flawlessly. I couldn't believe it.
Almost every game type does. I don't know. Like it's not the 3-lane design that Treyarch does. It's just something about it. Yeah, just
Yeah.
the way it's built.
And every
love
spot
it.
has a counter spot. Like there's no OP like I'm gonna stand here and get all the kills because there's always somewhere on that map where you can get shot from.
Brings me back to the
Even
days
standing
when
top
we went
laundry.
Gold 1.
Yeah, Raid is my number 1 as well, and I just fucking I loved everything about that map. And there's just so many good memories on it as well. Like so many like sick clutches we've had, and all these wins in league play. It's just so many memories.
It was such a good league play map.
Good
All right,
map.
optional. Let's see.
Yes.
What are your other maps in your list?
I already gave you guys my number 1 because I didn't realize we were gonna do the number 3 first. But I'll do my number. I'll do my number 3. I'll give you my number 2 second. My number 3 was Freight from Call of Duty Ghosts.
Freight was
That a
alright.
good map. Yeah.
It was the smaller snow map. I just liked it because like there was the third story that you could always get up to, but like it was kind of hard. It was a good spot to be in, but you could always get picked off from down low, or someone could hop up behind you. But also you had that the underground tunnel, which it was always a race to see who could get there first, and whoever won that gunfight down there pretty much had the round.
Oh, I
If it
forgot
was
about the
search.
underground on that map.
The
How
big
you could
flank
close the
route.
door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Remember Karma
So many-
Snipe
yeah,
and
so
it
many
raids?
different-
And it was the same. It was kind of the similar with Octane, how like the middle was sort of open, but like you had the two sides. So I like that aspect of it.
Yeah, all the Ghost maps
Yeah.
had really similar builds to them, like Freight, Sovereign, Octane. They all had that like middle map area that you could get picked from the outside. But I feel like that might just be like a classic Call of Duty thing.
But it was really enclosed as well. Like Freight had the
Yeah.
the train cars hiding you, and then the box on Octane, and then Sovereign with the things in the middle, the little assembly lines.
Yeah.
People hate the maps on that
Crow's
game, but
Nest.
there are a couple gems.
I feel like Freight had a lot of great blitz moments.
It did. I just I was just a fan of the search aspect of it. But
Yeah, I
it was
remember
the,
blitz
was good
on
too.
that map for sure.
What's that other game type we played? The one that was like search and destroy cross with domination. Or like if you cap a flag, it taps everyone
You mean-
in.
Oh
What's
yeah.
search and rescue, wasn't it?
No,
or,
not search and
rescue.
That's
That was the
search
kill
mixed
confirmed
with
one.
kill confirm.
I know what
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about.
I know exactly what you're
You
talking
just killed
about.
everybody.
I
I
don't
forget what it's
remember
called.
it
I'm about
was.
to look it up.
That was
wasn't,
all we played after it came out. It was so good.
Yeah, that was, that was a
forget.
really good game mode. And we were really good at it. Like, we never lost in that game mode.
Again with that movement, man, it was key. Getting to like the point as quickly as you can.
They're just running around with an
It's-
MTAR.
Yeah, the sliding, the perk that gives you like infinite sprint. Oh, I love it so much.
Marathon.
Yeah, and then like the perk system too. Like it was like shitty perks are 1, and then like the really OP perks are like worth 5 points.
Yeah,
I forget like the total system was.
I
like
used
that.
Deadeye more often than I didn't, which everybody hated Deadeye, but like I got it as my specialist bonus. I loved it.
Yeah, Specialist was in that game. That's what I liked
Specialist
about
is a
it.
great idea.
And I like
Black Ops 3 specialist, but
I don't know
Kill
how
Streak
Black Ops
specialist.
2 was, but if I'm not mistaken, I think this was the first one where you could have like more than. Was this the first one where you could have more than 3 perks?
No, Black
yeah.
Ops you could.
No, Black Ops 2 because
Oh.
they had the wild cards and shit, but it took up a part of the pick 10 system. The thing about this is that you can like use all these different perks and then still have
Yeah.
grenades in your secondary and all that.
Yeah.
And that game allowed for complete gameplay, but we're talking about the map. So I mean,
Oh, I
Freight,
found the gameplay you're talking about. It's Reinforce.
Reinforce, yeah.
Yeah, that was a
Love
great
that,
game
yeah.
mode on pretty much every map.
My number 2, which is my third and final one, would be Firing Range on the original Black Ops.
Good
Solid
map.
That's a decent map. I don't like it as much as other people did.
I
My
like it
favorite
more
Black
because
Ops
it was
map.
my first Black Ops map. Like it was good because it was small. It seemed small because it was like a lot of stuff was there blocking like long range shots, but it was also pretty big where there were big enough opposite ends, and there were some quality hiding spots, but people would always check them, so it wasn't like too good. So like there was no OP spot, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like that little cutout going into the one back, like on the in the walkway. Like people would always check that because they knew people would hide there, or the
I
one
feel
like
that,
tower.
Like down the ramp going into that little like warehouse, there was always just a choke point, and you could always get kills there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just liked it. I thought it was good because it was open but closed at the same time. So I just kind of like that aspect of it, and big and
Yeah.
small. So
Yeah, think about the Black Ops maps is like none of them were really that good, but they were all pretty solid.
yeah,
No, I didn't really find myself like loving any particular maps on that game. They
Yeah.
had the original Nuketown, and that's all well and good, but I mean, I'm not a huge Nuketown guy.
neither am I. I was never good at Nuketown.
I love Nuketown, but Eric,
Nuketown's like it's a good map, but
let's move on. Eric, what do you got?
All right, well, I have Raid. We already talked about that. That was my number 1. But number 2, my second Ghosts map, Sovereign.
Was that the one? Was that with Crow's Nest?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the one.
Yes,
Crow's Nest with the nade.
Just Crow's Nest.
Down in Crow's Nest with a nade.
Optional was stupid enough to challenge a kid shooting at him from Crow's Nest on
Love
V-Dom with a
Sovereign.
grenade.
Oh
Hey,
my
it was
God.
it was a good move. I
The
almost got
flag
the
was
kill.
yellow.
I'm-
The flag was
I'm pretty-
yellow.
Anyway,
I
yeah,
almost got that kill.
It plays Dom and Search really, really well.
Yeah, same with
just
the
love, like,
Remington.
all the
Soft
all the
search.
lines of sight. Whether that be
it
like
was like
looking into the side building where B bomb I think it was, where B bomb was, and then the other side with like the long haul on A, and making it really hard to get to B dom. I just loved everything about it, and it was pretty as well. Like it's not like a bunch of like broken up rebel bullshit.
Although,
it's just a
fuck
perfect
the
map all
gas
around. I think.
on that map.
Yeah, the gas
yeah,
was
when
pretty
it's
annoying.
Yeah, every map had that one thing. It was like you get a care package, and
special
like 50%
perk,
of the time you'd get that stupid like map destruction thing. Every map
Yeah,
had that. It was
That
disgusting.
ballpark
theory,
map,
but
it
in
was a
practice, it was
KEM
really
strike.
dumb.
Yeah.
Strike zone.
Was that banned in that? Yeah, that was banned in competitive.
Well,
Right?
Strike Zone was good too. I should have put Strike Zone.
Strike zone was not that good.
I like Strike Zone. It was okay.
Zone. Which
I don't
one was
know.
Strike
That
Zone?
was okay.
It's the tiny one that blows up and it like changes what it looks like.
Oh,
I really
that
didn't
one.
like that at all.
That was good for. I like that one for competitive.
I like Strike Zone, but I don't like how it did that. How it changed the whole map. Like
Oh,
it was cool,
yeah,
but the blown up version is really bad.
It
Yeah.
was difficult to get used to mid map. Like when it just blows up, it's like, all right, now what do I have to do?
It's like get out of
Exactly.
the streets.
All right, so Eric, we've expended your maps, right?
Yep.
Kyle, what do you got?
Kyle.
Well, for my number 2, I had Sovereign also.
Sovereign.
So,
All right,
yeah,
we can move on.
we think alike. And for my
Your
number
number
1 is a Modern Warfare 2 map, and it's called High Rise.
High
I
Rise.
High
fucking loved
Rise.
High Rise, dude.
Why did you?
That
love
was a
High
good
Rise?
map. I liked it. I don't
Dude,
love
I
it,
liked
but it was
everything
good.
about it. Kyle and I would grind on that shit. Yeah,
I
just
j-
grind together.
I never
But,
understood how people did the cross map sniper. I couldn't get that.
Those are fun.
The
I did
spawn.
those. The spawn snipes.
I couldn't
You
do
get
that. I
like
couldn't
triple
find it.
collats. I
I
mean,
could
it
never
played
get-
Surge really well.
You just
Like,
can't get a nuke
it was
on
just a
that.
fun map.
It was really funny watching after everyone found out the glitch to get on top of the one building, how everyone tried
Yeah.
doing it in the game type.
But like when we were quick
People would
scoping,
practice it,
because
too.
like we'd always quick scope, we'd get on top of that. Like it was just because quick
It was
scoping
a
was a
good
huge
game.
part of Modern Warfare 2 for
That
us.
was like the biggest
Oh,
secret
yeah, it was
ever,
great.
and then it just leaked, and then everybody did it.
Everybody.
Like, you go playing now, there is going to be somebody up there.
Like
Yeah.
it's not even hard at that point for them.
I
There's like
remember
teddy
trying
bears
to-
up there
it.
too.
Yeah, I remember trying it like really early on, and I could never get it. And this is before I was even close to good at Call of Duty. And I just kept jumping off the map and jumping off the map, and in a private game I was trying to get it. And then I finally got it, and I was like cheering, and I was so happy that I got it
Yeah.
off the roof.
But yeah, that was a good map, and it had the underground part too that you could go through.
I like the map,
Mhm.
but it
So
was
I like
just
that.
really hard to be successful on it. Like you could do well and do okay on that map, but you could never get
Yeah.
on a streak. And choppers and AC-130s
Yeah.
did nothing on that map.
Yeah, because you could go underground, you could stay
Well,
in
you
the
could go in the
buildings with the main
buildings.
fight. And there was like, it's not like the buildings, since they were even though on opposite ends, it's not like they weren't fighting spots. Like everyone always went there. So
Yeah.
that and the helipad. So
All right. We're actually going to end episode 1 of Swerve Roundtable with just the maps, but make sure you tune into episode 2 when we go over the top 3 guns in Call of Duty history. But until that episode, we will see you